Please, can we get a warm congratulations for Mr. Arnold Sowa?
All right, thanks everyone. It's kind of weird being up here. You know, Louis Green called me. Louis was a couple months ago, and he said, you know, Arnold, you know, we've picked you for this award. And I said, Louis, honestly, you guys, I think you made some mistake because I'm not sure why I get this award. So I have something called the imposter syndrome. Has anyone ever heard of that? Let me read to you what it is if you don't know. It's actually a psychological pattern where people have a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud. And you know, for those folks who work for me, they can actually relate to this because I don't, you know, sometimes I get up, you know, you say with CPO, sometimes I wonder, you know, how do I do this job? You know, I'm not sure. So I feel like getting this award's really going to expose me as a fraud. But as I thought about it, you know, so I was thinking, okay, maybe they didn't make a mistake. Maybe there's something here. So as I thought about it, I had 3 realizations. So if you humor me, I'm going to go through those 3 realizations that I had. Firstly, I have a great team. I think any one of you have built a business. You haven't done it alone. You've done it with your team. And so at MetLife, we have a phenomenal supplier diversity team headed by Pauline Gabon, and working for, yeah, Pauline, Sue DeRago, and Kristen Cox. And they're both supported by our operational team, David Zaccagnini and Frank Toast, and they're over there at table 44. Can I have them stand? It's their great work. That's why I am up here. But even more important is where the rubber meets the road at a corporation like ours. And it really comes down to the category leads and the sourcing teams. They're the ones actually running the RFPs, out there working with the MBEs, and actually helping you find business with us. And I'm lucky tonight to have my 3 global category leads for IT, labor, and Brad, I'm just gonna say non-IT, it's everything else, and their team. So I'm gonna ask Brad Castidio, Brian Kelly, Mike Chiappa, and their sourcing teams who are there also at tables 43 and 44 to stand up. These are the guys, along with Pauline and her team. If you want to do business with MetLife, don't come talk to me. They are the ones that make things happen, so thank you. As you heard, I'm also the treasurer at the NMSDC, and I think part of this award came because of that, but I like to think I really haven't done much other than support Casilda. So I have to say, Casilda, thank you. Casilda's the head of finance and operations for the NMSDC, and really my only role has really been to back her up and the other staff at the NMSDC, so thank you, Casilda. The other thing, the other realization I had is I started thinking, you know, what else did I do? And I said, well, you know, we have an okay program, I think a pretty good program of supplier diversity at MetLife, but, you know, why do we do this? Why do I do it? And my job, Chuck, as CPO, is to bring value to the company I work for, right? So we try to find savings, we try to manage risk. That's why it's such an exciting job. And I see supplier diversity, our program, is part of that. That's all it is. You know, we're not a charity, we're a for-profit company. We don't give handouts, right? I like the expression hand-ups. But we have found that the minority-owned businesses that we do business with, some of you in the room here today, are more nimble, you're more responsive, you're cheaper, and you won your business fair and square. So I'm just doing my job. You know, I'm not doing it, I don't think I'm doing anything special. So that's the second realization I had. I kind of getting this award for just doing my job, but hey, you know, I'll take it. And then the third realization I had to take some notes here. While I'm grateful to receive this recognition, I feel the real leaders that deserve to be recognized are the minority-owned businesses here tonight. I got to give it to you guys. So I'm an employee at a big company. I go to work, I have a pretty stable job. If I have a bad week or a bad month, my paycheck still comes in. I mean, I suppose I eventually get fired, but it's just, it's stable, right? And when I think about the MBEs here, the entrepreneurs, who are out there taking risks, who are creating jobs, who are helping your communities, that's laudable, and that should be recognized. And while I'm going to accept my award, I think you guys are the real winner, and we should really give you all a hand. So, thank you.